OMG. It's Sunday, October 1st. Happy October. And it's only been 2 days since my crazy neighbor, the Crosnoe circus clowns, were required to return my stolen property from the fence, the front yard fence that they destroyed that was still left standing. Well, apparently now they're on a mission to do more.
I'm going to have to deal with it again.
Currently, she and her friend, Clown John, tore apart my chicken wire. And she comes in through here. Listen to it. It's crazy. I'll be uploading this video, of course. And she's claiming I planted my plants on her property. They were there before I built the fence. I did plant them. See, she comes in here.
Look behind it to get. Look again. And look at the plant. Look how they're planted in the ground. She planted those grasses on my property while the fence was still up there. And let them grow. So she could claim that this was hers. Now this, okay, here's the perfect example.
Here she's coming into my area.
You know, I got it all over my yard. But this is mine. It's going over into her fence. Okay?
That's her.
And
she's currently in between my fence and my other fence.
That she's got paint on. She's saying,
and they're hanging on to the rod.
Well, in reality, that's fine. But that isn't no foot. It isn't no 18 inches. It isn't no 6 feet. It's inches. Approximately, look, my hand is 6 inches.
Insane.
Approximately 8 inches. Am I right? Okay, yeah. Then I said, look, you get within. See how this foot stops like this? What's that last foot? You see that last one? What do you think?
She is right totally in my area. Her and Clown John. So yeah, I'm just watching. That's all I can do because I don't want to go out there and confront. I don't want to do anything. I'm just going to take the video and show it to the police. Oh, God. But like I said, this woman, she clearly has a mental issue. And even after being held accountable and being required to give me back my stolen property from the fence that was still left standing from the third fence that she destroyed. Because I just left it up there, you know, so that way it still blocked the view of her yard. But anyway, so she removed that. Now she just removed some chicken wire that was in between that and the other fence that's still holding up the other fence. So, and she came right into it. And that's our yard. So, yeah. Clearly, they have no boundaries. And they don't care if they have to return anything. It just gives them a bigger reason to keep destroying. Okay, my stems are still there. She hasn't pulled those out today. But definitely planning on a way to destroy my fence again. Not even 48 hours after the police required her to return my stolen property. Yeah. She definitely has a mental problem. And this is where she's on camera going behind everything here. She's trying to take down what's left of my wooden fence, but crazy, yeah. That's the property line right there, and it's right through the retaining wall that used to be there, but there's still one layer of it. She's trying to conceal it with all the leaves, but you can see it. Yeah, that's definitely where it's at. It's supposed to match our other neighbors. But yeah, cover it all you want, we know it's there. Yeah, there used to be a retaining wall, just like this one right here. Like what my other neighbor has, the one I get along with, of course. But it matched this, only now it's gone. Because yeah, we're the house on the hill. Yeah, it should look like this. But there you have it. That's what it's supposed to look like over there. All right, so yeah, I came home from work. And I guess she's trying to now hide this by putting those up. But that's okay, that's cute. It's Halloween. But yeah. So that's what the 7-foot posts are being used for at this point. And I don't think anybody will go trick-or-treating at her house, but if they do, they'll still manage to see all this. Okay, yeah, I got home from work, and what do I see? Of course, the latest, I guess, destruction of my property. She removed, I thought she was putting my fence back, being nice, but instead she removed it from here. And so there's only this part of it left standing right now, below. But she removed that too. So yeah, gonna have to call the police again. Alright, so yeah, just had to call the CMPD again. You know, they'll probably claim it's a civil matter again, but I'm required to still make a notation of it. Yeah, get home from work and I discover another section's been destroyed. Had to call the police. They're probably just gonna give me the usual, sorry, but it's a civil matter. But I know what her goal is at this point now. She's definitely trying to get to that one light that I have on the end there. And, you know, there's, I guess, nothing I can do about it other than have the police see that I filed this complaint. And then I have it to show the judge if I need to. But, yeah, just once I want to come home from work and not have to look to see what my neighbor has done to me. All right, they're driving up now. Yep, I called it. Once again, the officer comes out and looks and goes, yeah, you know, I can't claim it's hers, and, you know, I don't know, but, you know, just take pictures of it and bring it with you to court. And just, yeah, just once I want to come home from work without having to worry about what has my neighbor done to me. And, you know, like I said, how much can she get away with and destroy simply because everybody feels sorry for her because she's 51, 50. Okay, this picture was taken like 15 years ago, just to give you an idea, before the first fence was destroyed. Okay, we're over here in the corner. As you can see, the little retaining wall, and where there used to be a retaining wall and the wrought iron fence right here. And this fence, wooden, I put there because, you know, all her plants, bushes and everything, they were coming into this yard, and I got tired of trimming them. So I did the fence. And then it started pushing the fence over. So I built another fence and connected all the way across here so I wouldn't see any of the trash in her yard. And currently, yeah, the post that she has with the, I guess, the Halloween decorations hanging off of it is right here, this post. She kept it after she destroyed my fence for the, I guess, the third time when she decided to take down the front yard fence, part of it too, and it fell in her front yard. So she kept it. Anyway, this is what it looked like prior to the first fence destruction. Okay, so yeah, disconnected this and took my fence over to here, acting like this is their fence. So I will definitely get that back. And then put their stuff in behind here, but yeah. Obviously, my neighbor is a kleptomaniac. That's John. Yeah, completely sawed off my fence from here and zip tied it to my marker over here and then put some plants behind it. Yeah, I do not understand their mentality, but hopefully the police can figure it out. Hey, John, you want to tell me why you sawed off my fence and then zip tied it to my marker? Yeah, he ran. Why don't you go ahead and tell the judge why you think that my fence needed to be moved from there to there and zip tied to my marker.
Talk to Linda about it.
I don't have to talk to Linda about it. You're the one that did it. You acted on your own accord. I don't care if Linda told you to do it. You do not live there. You are employed by her. What?
Neither do you.
You're right. I live here and you're taking my property. You're destroying my property. That is my fence. And you disconnected it.
I thought I smelled something funny.
Your shit, no doubt.
Ooh, that shit smells.
Okay, so this is where I saw John. Clearly he was putting this thing up here, moving the decoration to block the view of that sign that says, "My neighbor is evil." And obviously not taking into consideration I can move the sign. Yeah, she was trying to have him block that sign. Definitely I can put it so. The wrought iron fence here they removed. And as I pointed out to John, as did the sheriff point out to me, John was acting on his own accord when he sawed off my fence, even if it was on her behalf. And there you can see where it's zip tied around my marker right there. So, yeah. Definitely got to deal with that. Yeah, what's left of the retaining wall here. Definitely removing it from underneath the backyard fence there. And yep, where David's room was, her tenants that rent. Oh my, yeah. What a Sunday, yeah. October 8th, and yeah, just a rough day today. You know, my neighbor, her friend John, they're just hell-bent on causing me grief every single day. Not a day passes at this point that they haven't invested at least a couple hours a day to either destroy my property or just steal or be in my way so that I got to keep an eye on them, you know. So, anyway, yeah, Sunday. It was rough. And I had the opportunity once again to confront Clown John. You know, I saw him on the sidewalk as I was emptying the trash, so I just had to seize that moment because it's been less than a week since they had to return my stolen property from the last portion of the fence they destroyed. And he sawed off a whole nother, I mean, the whole metal, yeah, wrought iron, the little baby one that was there when first moved into this house, right? And I left it standing. Anyway, yeah. So anyway, sawed it off and then zip tied it to my marker and to what's left of the wooden fence, because there's still a little section of the wooden fence standing, although I'm sure it'll be gone soon. But yeah, so I asked him, why did you saw off my fence? And of course he looks at me, runs and flips me off. And then I see him again, like, oh, probably half an hour later, and he's up on top of my fence. So he's on top of my fence, and he's trying to block, I guess, my crosses and my signs, because Linda does not like the crosses. She's, you know, she's evil, right? So she don't want to see those crosses. But anyway, so yeah, he blocks them, and they're making a fence, I guess, created out of posts that were mine on my fence, but that's okay. Anyway, so I asked him point blank, why are you just so, yeah, clearly, you know, he's not a professional, because if he was a professional, he would have known to come ask the neighbor whether or not that property that was getting ready to be sawed off belonged to the person who claimed it did, or to the other person. And as I pointed out to the police, you know, all this time they keep claiming it's a civil matter. It's a civil matter. It's been going on for 6 years. She's destroyed 4 fences now and had other people help her do it. And so, yeah, not a civil matter, because I've already proven in court 3 times that it was my property she was destroying. So, yeah, I'm having it looked into. I don't know what'll happen, but I'm hoping maybe they'll at least be told, quit destroying my property until they can prove it's their property to destroy. Because it's not. It's mine. And I shouldn't have to not be able to be on my own front lawn because they're out there. And, you know, they're harassing, like I said, me, my family, destroying my property, costing me thousands of dollars. 4 fences total now almost 10 grand, okay? That's not chump change. And so, yeah. I'm done. I'm going to see if there's a way to somehow at least have the police tell her to stop. I know I'm asking for the world, right? But I've never retaliated. So I think I deserve at least them telling them to stop. Also, it quit being a civil matter when I put that lien on her house. And that gave her motive, I guess, to keep causing me grief, keep destroying my property, because I have her own recorder saying, I'm going to cost her thousands. I'm so mad. Yeah. So, I've got, fortunately, enough recording that shows that if nothing else, she's upset that I have a lien on her property. And, you know, I wouldn't have had that lien on the property had she not destroyed my fence. Had she not went into the courthouse claiming I had assaulted her when I didn't. I mean, this is all due to her own actions. So I can't feel sorry for her. And no, I don't feel sorry for her. And if I can have her arrested and her friend John arrested, I'm going to do it. Because, I mean, nowadays, yeah, nobody gets arrested for anything. But there's a good chance here that because I can show, one, that we had the survey done, and it's definitely our property that she is destroying willfully, and she's doing it maliciously because she owes me money. And her friend John does not live there. He is a free agent, and he's acting on his own accord. So he's deliberately destroying the property too. So, yeah. I don't know what's going to happen. I just know that at this point in time, I just got to keep taking footage, and hopefully, eventually, it'll bite him in the ass. Hopefully. You just never know which clown you'll see or what act you'll get to entail when you go to the Crosnoe Circus.